How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be looking at Akshan and all of his abilities. We're not just going to be looking at the ability breakdown, but we're also going to be looking at gameplay and seeing his abilities in action. So we're going to be starting straight off with his passive and moving all the way down to his ultimate. We're going to read it out, we're going to look at it, and yada yada. We'll move down in that kind of direction. Okay, so we're going to start off with his passive. His passive is called Dirty Fighting. Every 3 hits from Akshan's attacks and damaging abilities deal a burst of physical damage if the target was a champion. Akshan also gains a shield. So it's kind of like Vayne passive, only he gains a shield as well. And he can combo that with ability. So he can kind of go like auto attack, ability, auto attack, and then obviously get extra physical damage and a shield, obviously depending if they are a champion. I feel like that's kind of nuts. After attacking, Akshan fires a second attack that deals reduced physical damage. The second shot can be cancelled like a regular basic attack. If Akshan cancels the second shot, he gains a burst of movement speed. Wait, that sounds a little bit nuts. That's a lot for just a passive. Do you guys not think so? We'll look at it anyway. Okay, let's look at it. Alright, there's the shield. And then there's the movement speed. So yeah, it's very, very similar to that of Vayne's. But remember, he gets a shield, he gets damage, and he gets movement speed whenever he cancels the second attack. A little bit strong, but we'll see how it is, obviously, once it hits the live servers. In theory, this looks kind of nuts for a passive. So now we're going to look at his Q. His Q is called Avengerang. Avengerang, an avenging boomerang. Akshan throws a boomerang that deals physical damage and reveals enemies that are hit, extending its range each time that it hits an enemy. Enemies can be hit once as the boomerang goes out and once as it returns. Okay, this will be interesting to see in action. Okay, that's kind of easy to just watch and understand what's going on. So it hits the first minion, it hits the second minion, then it hits Karthus. It's kind of like a Seraphine ultimate where the longer it goes on is completely based on how many things that it hits. So in a team fight, this could be crazy. If just like a Seraphine ultimate, if everybody's lined up, your boomerang could be smacking somebody across the map. Well, within reason. It could be smacking somebody in Baron Pit if you're maybe attacking from mid-bush. This could be pretty good even as a support, an ADC, whatever way you want to play it, because obviously multiple people in lane, you could have crazy length on the boomerang. And now we're going to look at his W. His W is called Going Rogue. His W has a passive and an active. So the passive first. When enemy champions kill one of Akshan's allies, they are marked as scoundrels. When Akshan gets a takedown on a scoundrel, he gains bonus gold. All allies killed by the scoundrel are resurrected at their base, and scoundrel status is removed from all other enemies. What? Active. Akshan becomes camouflaged for a short duration or indefinitely while near terrain. During this time, Akshan can see trails leading towards scoundrels and gains movement speed and mana regeneration while moving towards them. What? Alright, we need to see this. Okay, I'm actually really excited to see what way this is going to work out and how this actually works. Okay, so he's the scoundrel because he killed Senna. Therefore, he becomes invisible or stealthed. Okay, Karthus just killed Senna and Lucian. Karthus is the scoundrel. He kills Karthus. What the fuck? Like what? 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 Wait, this is a W, not an ultimate? Wait, I need to watch this again. We need to see the cooldown on this because that's broken. You know, all jokes aside, that's actually broken. I need to see the full-blown logistics behind this, but on paper, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, his E is Heroic Swing. Akshan fires a hookshot that embeds in the first terrain hit. While embedded, he can recast the swing around the terrain in the cast direction, firing physical damage bullets at the nearest enemy while swinging. While swinging, he can recast again to jump off in the direction of the cursor and fire a final shot. So he's like a Talon Camille hybrid. Right. Heroic Swing's cooldown resets when Akshan earns a takedown on an enemy champion. Holy moly, he's going to be swinging in, slapping boys, swinging out, slapping another bro, swinging back again. This is going to be nuts. This could be crazy for combos. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting massive like Prince of Persia and like Just Cause combined vibes. It's like Just Cause, what's the protagonist in Just Cause called? I don't even know, but the fact that he has a grappling hook and looks like Prince of Persia, I'm liking the aesthetic behind him. It's really cool. It's like an Indiana Jones, but Prince of Persia. Oh, right, okay. The fact that he can auto-attack while swinging is nuts. What I also like is the shadow on the ground. I like the way the shadow is quite detailed and showcases what he actually looks like. Let's see that again. So grapples on here. He like spins across attacks, but then it kind of drops here though. I don't know if that's intentional, or would he have been able to kind of swing the whole way across to there? I feel like that would just be so annoying, just in a team fight. You know, you're trying to lock him down, especially with skill shots, and he's just flinging around like Spider-Man. Spider-Man Prince of Persia, what is going on? And then his ultimate is called Comeuppance. Akshan locks onto an enemy champion and begins channeling power into his gun to store bullets. At the end of the duration, or after recasting, Akshan unleashes the stored bullets, each dealing physical damage based on missing health to the first minion, champion, or structure hit. Akshan can move normally and cast Heroic Swing while channeling and firing Comeuppance. So he can be like swinging around with his E while having his R locked on. And it has a little quote underneath. Here we go, get in, avenge fallen ally, get out. Right, let's see this in action. Dude, this looks badass. He's full blown shooting a massive railgun. He's literally shooting a railgun into poor Karthus' face. And then it goes to a black screen. I think Riot have left out him potentially using his swing while using his ultimate, because it did say that he can potentially use his swing and his ultimate. So in theory, what you could do is you could channel your ultimate, swing in last moment, do a spicy flash play behind the team, boom, absolutely obliterate them, just send them into the death realm of space. Just the fact that he can shoot a freaking railgun is nuts. Like, he looks so cool, so charismatic. He's like I said earlier, like a Prince of Persia, Indiana Jones-esque guy. And then he has pretty much a railgun. Let's see it again. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. The most broken thing, though, is definitely his W. The fact that his W can bring multiple people back to life. I don't understand how you can make this live, like hit the live servers or even the PBA, and tweak it in a way where it's not going to be busted. Either you make it so on such a long cooldown that it becomes irrelevant, or you make it on a short enough cooldown where it is just so hyper strong that he'll be banned every single game or picked. Because just from a team aspect, having that ability there is huge. Especially imagine in pro play. You know, Karthus wipes out, or whoever it is, wipes out maybe your 2 carries, and you kill him. They instantly come back to life, and they sprint back to Baron. And realistically, that could happen. I don't know, obviously, the logistics behind his W. We need to see it in action, which is what I'm looking forward to as well. But comment below your favorite thing about Akshan, whether it be his W, his ult, his aesthetic, his just general character. Comment below and let me know, guys. I feel like this is a nice, refreshing approach to a champion. Yeah, very unique, very fun, but not overly complicated at the same time. So Until next time, bros, take it easy, peace out, and good luck on the Rift.
Across the shore, oh, maybe you could fly my kite, babe. Maybe you could fly my kite, babe. I can hear your laughter.